All right, boys, lock in. Lock in. I'm really about to lay it down today on this topic. This is going to be big. But first, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm dropping a video daily. We're building a movement here at the Ascended Man, and we're taking it all the way. All right. It's happened to all of us. Getting ghosted. You know, whether you guys were dating for a while or maybe she just stopped talking to you out of nowhere. I mean, it's happened to me with girls that I just started talking to, whether they unmatch me, whether they just ghost out of nowhere after talking for a week, maybe a few weeks, maybe you're even dating for a couple months or a few months. That's even worse. I mean, to be honest with you, there are so many women out here that don't know how to be just a decent human being. I mean, if you don't even have the decency to tell someone why you stopped talking to them and you just go ghost, it's really pathetic, and it's really unfortunate too. I dated this one girl. Now, this was several years back. And we dated for a few months. I started to notice that she started to pull back on me. Her text messages started to become shorter. Response time much more delayed. And I was in college at the time. She was in college as well. I think she was like 2 or 3 years younger than me. And I was around the age of 26 or 27. And we dated for a few months. We had an amazing connection. She was very physically attractive, definitely my type. We had some fun together. But I was making this girl the center of my world. And I also wasn't talking to any other girls at the time. Even off the bat, I went on a date with this girl and I just closed off all my other options. And she was the only one that I was talking to, which is, you know, it makes sense, right? You find a girl that you really like, and then you just really fully invest in that one girl. And I get it. And ideally, that's what you would like to do, especially if you meet someone that, you know, on the inside or on the exterior, they kind of seem like they check the boxes. I mean, that's really what you'd like. But I just put so much effort into this, like so much energy, and I would text her back right away. And this is before I learned anything about female nature. And I'm not saying I'm not a dating coach. I'm not saying I know everything about women at all. I've just got some insight. And I'm still trying to figure it out just like you, because you never know everything. But we dated for a few months, and man, I was just pouring so much energy into it. And I was going above and beyond, just really putting myself out there. And this woman was definitely damaged. She definitely had a lot of trauma, and she just wasn't in a good place. But she just stopped talking to me out of nowhere. She completely ghosted me and just said she needed some space. And she ghosted me for several months. It drove me absolutely nuts. We talked sporadically over a course of the year, for about a year. Come to find out, she had already been out there dating other guys. She didn't need space. She just needed space for me because I was being too much. And if you're dealing with this right now, if you're dealing with a woman right now and she just stops talking to you out of nowhere, look, there's just some really crappy women out here, and that's just how it is. Some really toxic, damaged women, okay? But there's definitely some stuff that you might be doing wrong, and the biggest thing is you can't just put this woman on a pedestal, bro. You gotta have other stuff going on in your life. And you cannot act overly interested. You really just can't. I don't know what it is. But the less you care, the more they care. But the more you show them that you like them and care, and you're willing to do favors all the time, and you text her back right away, you're too available, it comes across as low value. It comes across that you don't have any other options. And there's literally no woman that wants to be center of her world. There's literally no woman that wants to be the whole entire center of your world, like top priority. They don't. You just have to have other stuff going on, and you should be talking to like multiple women. There should be multiple women that you're trying to talk to. And I understand that it's an energy drain, but the reason she stopped talking to you can be for many different reasons. Women are talking to a lot of guys at once. They're talking to multiple dudes at once. If she's a good looking girl, even if she's not that great looking, she's talking to multiple guys at once. I'm telling you right now. And see, us as men naturally are different than women. Bro, these women will talk to multiple dudes at once. Pretty much all of them. And they all have male orbiters as well. A lot of them, even if they're in a relationship, they still have male orbiters. So you have to be on the lookout for this. So she's got a bunch of male friends and stuff like that. It's a red flag. Okay. But guys naturally would like to just have one woman. They would like to just fully invest into one woman. But now we have to pivot because they act up. It is what it is. I didn't make up the rules. We have to now pivot and adjust our behavior to them because they just can't. Yeah. So she could have been talking to other guys. She stopped talking to you. I mean, she's talking to other guys and her attention is filled up because women really just want attention at the end of the day. And sometimes she stops talking to you because she's got all the attention that she needs in other places, you know? And it is what it is. I don't want you to chase. You should be focusing on yourself. If a woman stops talking to you, don't worry about it. Just carry on with your life. And let's say you guys are talking for, you know, a little bit. You guys started dating, started talking, whatever. And let's say she stopped talking to you for an entire week and you have not heard anything. Okay. You could always send a text or hit her up. If it's been like a week or even 10 days, you could always say something. Okay. Shoot your shot again. Be like, hey, what's going on? Or, hey, like, you know, how's your week going? Like, how's everything been? You could always hit her up. Because in the past, I would be too cold and sometimes a little bit too stubborn. And I would always have this sort of ego about it and be like, no, I'm just going to, if she's not going to hit me up, I will literally ghost this chick too. If she's not going to talk to me, I will not even reach out. I think that's a little harsh. You could always shoot your shot. If she stopped talking to you for a week, 10 days, you could always reach out again and say something. And if she doesn't respond back, just move on. Just move on. I mean, there's so many reasons why women stop talking to guys. And at the end of the day, you just have to have a lot of options. And you got to be busy with your life. You got to be busy with your work. There's plenty that you can probably do in your career, right? Keep leveling up your career. Make more money. I mean, I know that myself. The dating market is super tough right now. And you can't really have high expectations for any of these women. And you have to let a woman prove to you and show over time that she's, you know, worth someone keeping in your life, you know? And I've been dealing with some crap lately, and you just have to let it roll off you, man. Like, honestly. Like, for example, the other day, I think I was texting with this one girl. I was trying to go out on a date with her, and she was making it so difficult. And I wasn't really trying to, you know, rearrange my schedule or anything, but she was telling me that she worked every single day until 8 p.m. Then I was like, okay, well, then let's grab a drink at like 9:30 or, you know, 10 or something on a weekend. And she's like, no, that's too late. And I was like, okay, all right, well, just let me know if, you know, your schedule clears up a little bit and you want to hang out. But honestly, I was kind of in a mood, and about a week later, I hadn't heard from her, and she was still watching my story. She was still posting her out living her life. And I was like, you know what? Screw this chick, dude. Delete her number, unfollowed her from Instagram. And I noticed she ended up unfollowing me too. Because I'm pretty sure, bro, she hit me up the other day, 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure she texted me, and she spelled my name wrong, by the way. So, I mean, how can you not even spell my name right? She was non-committal at the time. And I'm pretty sure she was the one who texted me. And I don't know who it is because I deleted the number. But, you know, I deleted the combo, deleted the number. I'm not going to hit her. I don't care. And she was a solid dime piece too. Like, looked like a 10. But I don't give a shit, bro. Because there's so many women out here and I have enough stuff going on in my life. You literally cannot care about these women, bro. She has to show to you and prove to you. And are there good women out here? There are. There are. Maybe 10 to 20%. I was talking about this topic a lot recently. And I started by saying a couple of months ago, I started saying, yeah, maybe like 30% of the women out here are actually really high quality. Now I've moved that down to like maybe 10 to 20% max. So there's not really a lot of great quality women out here that are really checking the boxes for you guys. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I got to kind of give this message and communicate to the masses for most of the women. This is applying to most of the women that y'all are talking to, all right? It is what it is, man. But you cannot give a shit, bro. That's why it's so important to be building your body, to be, you know, busy with your friends, with your work, with business. Start a hobby. You got to have a side project or a hobby or something. Because, look, even if you don't really like your job much, there's a high chance you probably aren't like crazy passionate about your career. If you are, then that is great. I am super jealous. That's amazing. But a lot of the times, you know, whatever we are doing for a career, it's, you know, kind of a means to an end, or maybe it's just providing you the life that you want in the season that you're in. So you should bust your butt. You should work as hard as you can. But if there's something else that you would like to build on the side, bro, I highly encourage you to do it. Because you only live once. And wouldn't it be great if you actually could build something that you're passionate about, that gives you energy, that could eventually, potentially make you financially free and working for yourself? I mean, that's what being fully sovereign in life is all about, right? And not everyone's cut out to be, you know, a business owner, but men like to build things. It doesn't mean building with your hands, but building something, working on something, building a project, and that will occupy your time and your energy so you're not even worrying about these women. That's the thing. Women come and go. They come and go. It just is a part of it. And if you're not and this is what I've even told myself recently, is I just started dating again the last few months, and I was out of the scene for about a year and a half. And that's even the thing I told me. And I've been dealing with some of these flaky women and whatnot, and I'm just not going to deal with it. You can't play the game. If they're playing hot and cold with you, you don't want to deal with that. Don't put up with it. If she's non-committal, move on, bro. It doesn't matter how hot she is, how much you think you vibe, you have in common, how many boxes you think she checks. Bro, you cannot care. And you have to own your self-worth. You have to step into your power as a man and not let sex control you. Her looks, you can't be weak for her. You cannot fall weak to her. You cannot completely fall in love with a woman where you're, you know, just completely all consumed in her. I don't believe in that. I believe you can love a woman, but for a man to be in love, I don't even remember the last time I've actually been in love with a woman. It doesn't even sound right for men, because you should have so many other things on your plate, on your mind. It should be hard for her to get access to you. Okay? But again, if she's a high quality woman and demonstrates through her actions that she wants to take care of you, and that she's a feminine woman, and that she's fun, she brings you peace in your life, a woman who will support you, she's not going to bicker and bring negative energy. If she's showing those things to you, take care of her, be a good man. Do not be an asshole to this woman. We're not trying to be jerks to these women, but there's a lot of reasons, bro, that women stop talking. A lot of the times it's because she's talking to other guys and she found another guy that gives her more attention, or other guy who she just likes better. Women are flaky like that, man. And it's a competitive market out here. It's super competitive, and that's why you have to always be getting after it and leveling up. And we don't chase. If you hadn't heard from her for like 7 to 10 days, you can always reach out. And if she doesn't respond, do not ever talk to her again. Delete her number. Unfollow her from Instagram. Unfriend her. Unmatch. Walk away. You have to just walk away with your head up high and not give a shit. And just move on. And you can't overinvest. You cannot act overly interested. You can meet her in the middle, and you can, give her that authentic good energy that you have. Be yourself. I'm not saying you got to hold back entirely and not show any emotion at all, but you have to let things unravel. You can't be too much too soon. And you definitely cannot overinvest before she has even proved herself to you on any capacity that she's worth what you want to give to her. Because, bro, I know guys want to give so much. Most guys are good guys. And we have to adjust because of these women's behavior. And that's just how it is. Female nature, it is what it is. All right? But just know, man, they're talking to plenty of guys. So you should be talking to plenty of girls as well. And look, I know it's exhausting. It's a lot of time. But you got to always keep some women in the pipe. You can't let the pipe run dry and then just have one chick that you're talking to. Now, if you guys are dating for a bit, let's say you guys are dating for, let me say like 3 months, okay? Then, once she has demonstrated that she's worth maybe committing to, 3 months, the bare minimum. 3 months at the bare minimum is when you should only focus on one woman, okay? And it takes a while to get to know someone to see if they're worth it, but these women, man, they're on game. A lot of them are toxic. And sometimes it can't even be explained why they ghost. But you can't be too much too soon. You can't give too much. You can't open your heart entirely to them fully. Okay? You still need to have some armor on. Now, I'm not saying like some of these guys that are just hardcore stoic. You have to be stoic to an extent, and you have to have armor on to an extent. I get it, because we've all been cheated, we've all been hurt, we've all been left, all this, the whole 9 yards. So you should have some armor on, but you should take it off piece by piece as you see that she's worth someone taking some of that armor off for. Okay? She has to go through the vetting process. And I know you want to give. I know you want to text her back right away, but man, you got to give it some time. You guys got to cool off a little bit. You got to cool off. And when you're talking to at least 4 or 5 different women in the pipe and you're busy with work, you're busy with your day, like just let it sit, man. Don't even text these women during the day. Maybe in the beginning, maybe at lunch, maybe in the evening, maybe twice a day. But you should be so busy with your life, man. It shouldn't even matter. And at the end of the day, there's no such thing as mixed signals. If somebody wants to talk to you, they will. If someone likes you, they will. You guys got to stop trying to read between the lines and try to decide, oh, but one day she's acts like this, one day she acts like that, playing hot and cold. She's toxic, and she's not about it. Women that are in a healthy feminine energy, women that are relatively healthy psychologically and emotionally, bro, they're not going to be doing this stuff, okay? She either likes you or she doesn't. I can tell you right now, I won't put up with it or deal with women that are like this. Non-committal, flaky, plays hot and cold. Nuh-uh. No. Because all they'll do is they'll breadcrumb you as well. They'll start breadcrumbing you, and then they'll just stop talking to you out of nowhere. Bro, you don't want to put up with that. Have some self-respect and only invest in women who actually have a higher level of interest, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, if she doesn't have at least a 5 level of interest, right, then she's not even worth your time. Not even worth your time. She should also be reaching out to you first, too. You should not always be making the first move. If you are always making the first move to reach out, to try to hang out, she doesn't have that high level of interest, bro. I've been with so many different women in the past, and they will make it easy for you, bro. They will also try to see you as well. They're going to want to do stuff for you. They're going to want to buy stuff for you. They are going to want to try to see you. They're going to text you at least once or twice a day. Okay? They will not make it hard for you at all. I'm telling you. So, anyway, a little bit of a ramble. Hopefully that helped you guys. Comment down below, man. Let me know what you guys have been going through. Give me your feedback. I've been trying to read and reply to every single comment because I care about you guys, and your feedback is super valuable for me. Also, let me know if there's any video ideas that you guys want to see as well, and we'll make it happen. All right, boys. This is the Ascended Man. I'm helping you forge strength, elevate your spirit, and lead with purpose. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys later.